You're listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the new and improved RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am your host, Lord Amadeus, the president and CEO of RAWF, and we'll explain to you some things here in just a few seconds. But first, let me bring in my co-host. He is... Ladies and gentlemen, El Vacant is here. Hola, El Vacant.
Hola, amigo. I like the music. It's a little rico suave, you know. It's got that Latin feel to it, yeah.
Yes. And Nigma says it was very zesty, apparently. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Riverside. It is our new RAWF After Hours studio is what we'll be using going forward. As all of you may or may not know, Blog Talk is shutting down. It was scheduled to shut down later in the month, but for us, for some reason, it would not let us make shows tonight. and doesn't look like it's letting anybody else make shows. So this is what we were going to announce the move tonight, but apparently we've moved. We had to hurry on it.
Surprise! Here's the move.
So this is Riverside FM, and please be patient with us tonight as we're trying to work out some bugs, still working on some things and figuring it all out on the fly. But so far, I like what I see. We got there will be some things that we can't do that we used to be able to do in Blog Talk, but we can't play copyrighted music and whatnot, stuff like that. But that's all right. This is a new opportunity, and I will be hopefully downloading this whole episode to YouTube after the show. So, with that being said, Vacant, it's not bad at all. I don't think. So, how are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. I mean, like I said, a little hectic today, getting used to last minute changes, but I think I agree with you. I think this will work out well, and everything goes onward and upward, right? See?
Let's hope so. I hope so. All right. So, happy New Year to everybody. Welcome to 2025 and a brand new year, brand new studio apparently. So, let's see let's see if we can kick the tires on this thing and see where she takes us. All right. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Jingle Hell Rock was finished, is over, and we had a record number of title changes at Jingle Hell Rock Vacant. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 title changes. That's we haven't had that many for quite a while, I don't think.
No, but, it's a lot.
All right, let's get to the results. Allie Knight defeated her mother, the First Lady of Anarchy, the Cougar, in their rooftop brawl. So Allie making a triumphant return to RAWF pay-per-view. Strangleheart defeated Nightcrawler in their Christmas brawl. Ken Costa defeated the Extreme Enigma in their whatever it is, that death match. Miracle on 34th Street. Soul Reaper defeated the Icon Scottish Anarchist. Icon, I think he fought valiantly, and he did, at times looked at the Icon of old, but Soul Reaper was victorious, and the Razor defeated Judgment in their Candy Cane on a pole match due to stoppage of the match.
So if I heard that right, we're going to hear at some point in the near future that his undefeated streak in his Candy Cane in the pole matches is maintained.
You know that ain't going to happen. Or you know that is going to happen. You know that, yes. STB successfully defended his Iron Fist Championship against Maeve O'Hare. Chris Cage is your new Hatfield and McCoy champion, defeating Flynn Savage to become a 2-time Hatfield and McCoy champion. I want to double check and make sure I'm correct about that. I'm 90% sure I am, but I've been I'm sorry, 3-time Hatfield McCoy champion. Go figure. All right. So 3-time Hatfield McCoy champion, the unsettled Chris Cage. The Miserable Effers defeated Thunderstruck to retain the tag team championship. Tigers defeated Blake Bradley to retain her multimedia championship. Starshot is your new Triple Crown champion after defeating Hobo Ezekiel and Uber Vegan TPO. Starshot winning his first RAWF gold here. Congratulations to him. Hotshot Chaz, still your Fubar City champion. He defeated Maeve O'Hare. But we have a new Midnight Hobo champion as Billy Gunn defeated the unsettled Chris Cage in what I would consider an upset. How about you, El Vacant?
Yes. See, I mean, I'll be honest. I think several of the things you've mentioned have been upsets, but that might be one of the biggest of the night.
Well, here's DW is your new estrogen champion, DW Diesel Warrior, after defeating a Davila. So congratulations to DW. The Immortal Griffith's still your men's champion after handily defeating Andy Price. STB still your national champion after defeating a Nightcrawler. But for the first time, and I don't know that this has happened in a long, long time, we've had the two biggest titles in RAWF changed hands at Jingle Hell Rock. D's defeated Killer Neptune to become the new Platinum Dragon champion. And then the Paragon of Greatness finally got past the hump that is the Immortal Griffith, defeated him for the World Heavyweight Champion. Paragon is now a he is now a 4-time World Heavyweight Champion, joining only Mordred Nightwalker and, of course, the Immortal Griffith to have won that title that many times. Congratulations to Paragon. We will be speaking with him later in the program. So, what was your big takeaway from Jingle Hell Rock, El Vacant? Let's talk about.
That this event is really not a lucky event for Griffith is what I took away from it, because he historically does not do well at it.
All right. Well, I turned it up. I put my mic closer to my mouth. Vex, tell me if that's any better. But any rate, yeah, it was a historic night to say the least. And I wouldn't have expected that many title changes. There were a lot of upsets, I think, and a lot of people finished the year off in good fashion. No doubt about it. So, with that being said, El Vacant, would you like to announce the final rankings for this rankings period?
I could probably do that. All right, give me 1 second. I got to pull that up. With us doing everything we've been doing, I kind of didn't print it up, so I got to pull it up on the computer here.
So you do that. I gotta get ready to post it in the scene.
All right, everybody. So, like you said, this is the finals. This is going to set who gets the next title shots, etc., etc. You know the drill. So, in 25th place, I don't think I've ever said this name in the final rankings ever. But Rick Nelson came in at 25th, one half of our tag team champions. In 24th, we have Papa Shaker. In 23rd place, we have our new Platinum Dragon champion, Deez. In 22nd place, we have Flynn Savage. In 21st place, we have our multimedia champion, Tigress. In 20th place, we have our newest Triple Crown champion, first-time title holder, Starshot. In 19th place, we have the Extreme Enigma. In 18th place, we have our current men's and Ultimate Gauntlet champion and extra points winner, the Immortal Griffith. In 17th place, we have Evan Deadly. In 16th place, we have the Crazy Serb. In 15th place, we have Cybele, our current Arcana Clash champion. In 14th place, we have Sassy Applebee's. In 13th place, we have our new Hatfield and McCoy champion. That's right, the most aptly named man in the company, the unsettled Christopher Cage. In 12th place, we have recently returning, and am I happy to see him back, Ken Costa. In 11th place, we have our current After Hours champion, Maeve O'Hara. I see you out there. Hola. We talk later, okay. In 10th place, that's right, we're in the top 10 now, ladies and gentlemen. In 10th place, we have our current Powerball champion, Nightcrawler. In 9th place, we have, look at that, clickety-clack, it's a Hobo Attack. In 9th place, we have Hobo Ezekiel. In 8th place, we have our current Superstars champion, and getting in the top 10 in record time here in the company, Destroyer. In 7th place, we have our new Midnight Hobo champion, Billy Gunn. In 6th place, we have everybody's favorite rafter dweller. Actually, I got to ask, in the new studios, are there rafters for her to hang out in? I don't know. Did we change build? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. But Eva is in 6th place. In 5th place, that's right, we're down to the top 5. In 5th place, we have our Foo Bar City champion, Hotshot Chaz. In 4th place, we have Killa Neptune. Oh, gee, I wonder what that sets us up for. In 3rd place, we have our new estrogen champion, Diesel Warrior. In 2nd place, and it's been a while since I've said this name this high on the list, and it's kind of good to see him back up here. He's getting his stuff back together. Our current national and Iron Fist champion, Simply the Best. And in 1st place, oh, shocker of shockers, our new RAWF World Heavyweight Champion and White Lightning Champion, the Paragon of Greatness.
All right, so that is your rankings. Here they are. The official graphic should be on the screen for you all to peruse for the moment while I post it in the ranking scene. One other thing, folks, I know some of you have figured out how the call-in button out there in the chat. We're not going to take any call-ins tonight, other than a couple people that I'm working with tonight. We're just working out the bugs on this thing, seeing how it works. Hopefully by next week we'll be able to take more call-ins and whatnot. Plus there is a limit to how many people we can have on air at the same time. So if you were looking to call in tonight, I ask you to hold off on that. I apologize, but that's we're just kind of trying to figure stuff out right now. All right, so your top 25 is official, ladies and gentlemen, the Paragon of Greatness #1, but he is the World Heavyweight Champion. So what does that mean for contenders matches tomorrow here in Sacramento at the Golden One Center? Well, I shall tell you. So.
Ooh, I know what it means. Ooh, pick me.
You're not on the list.
No, but I know what it means.
What does it mean?
It means Paragon doesn't get shit. For the first time in months, he does not get a contenders match.
This is true. He does not, indeed. He is the World Heavyweight Champion. So, all right. So, contender matches for tomorrow. First of all, Destroyer will have to defend the Superstars Championship against Flynn Savage, but that's not the only thing she has to do tomorrow. We'll get to that in just a second. We have a multimedia contender match. This one's going to be interesting, as you will hear in just a little bit. The Immortal Griffith doesn't defend. Will take on Extreme Enigma for an opportunity at Tigress's Multimedia Championship at Unyielding. 2 Triple Crown contender matches. Sassy Applebee's to take on Evan Deadly, and Seabell to take on Crazy Serb. A Foo Bar City contender match. This is going to be a good one. Ken Costa takes on the unsettled Chris Cage to see who will face Hotshot Chaz for the Foo Bar City Championship. Midnight Hobo contender match. Nightcrawler to take on the first class lass Maeve O'Hare. National contender match, and considering what's been going on between these two as of late, Destroyer and Hobo. Destroyer will take on Hobo Ezekiel. Winner gets a shot at STB's national title at Unyielding. Wow. And yeah, there's a bunch going on between those two right now. Yeah, I'm sorry there, Destroyer. Apologize, but that's how it works. Where was I? Okay. So for an opportunity at the Platinum Dragon Championship, Killa Neptune has an opportunity to possibly go to Unyielding and regain the Platinum Dragon Championship if he can get past Eva. And then finally, for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship currently held by the Paragon of Greatness, it will either be STB Simply the Best or DW Diesel Warrior. That is on hell of a card tomorrow, live right here from the Golden One Center in Sacramento. Unyielding, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, February 16th, live from the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That's where we're at
They
right
really
now.
named it the Smoothie King Center.
That is. Well, Smoothie King, that's a French, that's like
I know what it is, but how do you take that seriously? I mean, if it's New Orleans, if it's going to be named after some sort of frozen drink, shouldn't it be the Hurricane Center?
I mean, I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that at all. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here in Sacramento, brand new RAWF radio studio, and so far so good. So let's get to some GM reports if we can. Hold on, there we go. I am learning. First up, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on the Razor for the Powerball report. Razor, are you there?
I am here, sir.
How are you this evening, Razor? How do you like the new digs?
The studio's all sparkly and new, and I think it's going to work out just fine.
I'm glad you approve. So what have you got for us tonight, Razor? What's going on in Powerball?
So last week we had a Powerball title match on Superstars, and the Nightcrawler successfully defended the title against Starshot. I also opened up the where you go in and guess your numbers, and the people that got entered into a tournament for guessing at least one number right are Johnny Mayhem, Sif, Strangleheart, Simply the Best, Maeve O'Hare, Evan Deadly, Hotshot Chaz, Ciro Il Palatino, Tiggs, Redneck Avenger, Starshot, the Agent of Hate, Knox Boogie, and the First Lady, Cougar.
That's a big list.
All right, that is a big list, and it's a lot of interesting names on there. And one of these days, you're going to draw my name number, and I'm going to get in there one of these days. I keep trying. It's not working. All right. Thank you, Razor. Appreciate your time. Anything else to add?
No, that's all I got, sir.
All right. Next up, let's bring in our Ultimate Gauntlet GM, who I hear has some big news, the Paragon of Greatness. Paragon?
Maybe I'll figure out how to get to the mute button here on the new thing. Evening, esteemed individuals. This evening, we embrace an extraordinary episode of the Ultimate Gauntlet as the exposition revolves around Extreme Enigma. They commenced their epic endeavor facing Chris Cage, emerging victorious. Subsequently, they encountered Celtic Nightmare Soul Reaper, effortlessly eclipsing him. Enigma then faced Starshot, continuing their exhilarating escapade with yet another win. Next, Enigma engaged Hotshot Chaz, securing yet another exhilarating victory, edging ever closer to earning an Ultimate Gauntlet Championship match. The epic encounter culminated against Nightcrawler, and it brings me immense excitement to express that Extreme Enigma has effectively conquered the gauntlet and earned an esteemed title opportunity. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Extreme Enigma, defeating 5 competitors, and has earned an Ultimate Gauntlet opportunity against the Immortal Griffith.
All right. Now, considering that these two face off tomorrow in the multimedia contendership match, Paragon, would it be all right with you if we have that title match next week?
Absolutely. Any excuse to not keep the gauntlet moving, I'm going to take it.
You need a week off. Is that what you're trying to say?
I think that I've got some matches that I need to keep an eye on tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. Paragon, we will be talking with you in a little bit later. Stick around, please.
Yep.
All right. And last but not least, the Extreme Enigma, I believe, is here with an Arcana Clash report. Enigma? Enigma?
I told you I didn't have one. You put me on the spot here. God,
Oh,
we got one of them
oops.
done.
Okay.
Yeah,
One of
Vex.
them's
She
done.
won one of them. There you go.
Oh, okay. There you go. So Vex is going to be one of the two competitors that fights for contendership to the Arcana Clash Championship, correct?
Yep, that is correct. We're waiting on the other one. I believe it's down to. God, I'm not prepared. What the fuck were my notes? I think Starshot's in there somewhere.
Could be.
Quality
Could be.
GMing, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go.
Hey, listen here, you 7-foot fuck.
Look, at least I wasn't the only one who couldn't find his notes, okay?
All right. Sounds good. All right. Thank you, Enigma. And stick around. We'll talk with you a little bit later as well. All right. Wow. So we got some big matchups tomorrow, L Vacant. But before we get to that, let me get to some tournament updates. Let's see here. So, oh yeah, my Hatfield McCoy tournaments have both started. We had several people. We had a lot of people sign up. We had 18 people sign up for a Hatfield, and we had 17 sign up for McCoy. Pretty good turnout. Not too bad. And so those tournaments have been started. The winner of those two tournaments will square off, and the winner of that will face the Hatfield McCoy champion, Unsettled Chris Cage. Of course, Chris Cage is in one of the tournaments. If he were to win and win the whole thing, he gets to choose his opponent at Unyielding. Couple other things here. First of all, if you haven't noticed, PG Psycho Girl is back. And her sign up, she has sign-ups for Road to Stardom. Road to Stardom returns, ladies and gentlemen, after a hiatus. And it looks like a whole bunch of you have already signed up. 45 people so far as of 26 hours ago. And if you haven't signed up for it yet and want to, go to the Road to Stardom scene on the RAWF main page. PG is back, and back with a vengeance. The Road to Stardom begins shortly, so get in there if you haven't signed up yet. All right. Back to any tournament reports. Let's see. Well, Extra Points just started not too long ago. I don't think there's going to be anything there. Well, we'll do tournament reports later. Let's talk about those contender matches tomorrow now, L Vacant. Let's start with, first of all, the Immortal Griff is taking on Enigma, and they're going to have to fight back-to-back weeks here on Superstars. But tomorrow it's for an opportunity at Tigers' Multimedia Championship. Your thoughts?
All right, look. Enigma has traditionally not done particularly well against Griffith in matches in RAWF. I know they've clashed in other places in the Indies, and they fared much better. But in RAWF, not so great. And Griff just lost the world title, and I am sure he is, what's the word I want to use? Nonplussed about that. So I think he's going to try to soothe that wound by adding as many belts to his collection as he can. And that doesn't bode well for Enigma this week or next week, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I think Enigma may be in for a rough 2 weeks. We will get his thoughts on that in just a little bit. Then we've got two Triple Crown contender matches and a couple of very interesting ones. We got Sassy Applebee's versus Evan Deadly. I know who I'm picking there. And then we have Crazy Serb versus Seabell. Who do you like in those two matchups?
Well, you say you know who you're picking in the first one. I think that's why, like, you're really really sure about the first one, huh?
Yeah, I am.
All right. So let's talk about the second one, because that one seems to be more in play. So it's Seabell versus the Crazy Sir, right?
Mm-hmm.
On paper, I think Crazy Sir wins this match 8 times out of 10. They're a very skilled technical worker. They're very hard to keep down on the mat. But Sabelli has been she's been a different woman in the last several months, and really, really shining. And I think my gut says she's going to pull this out.
All right. You think Seabell defeats Crazy Serb? I'm kind of leaning that way myself, but Serb has also, it wouldn't shock me, but I think you're right. And Sassy Applebee's, I think, beats Evan Deadly.
I agree.
So I think the new Triple Crown champion Starshot is going to have his hands full at Unyielding, especially if it is indeed Sassy Applebee's and Seabell coming after his gold.
What I will also say about what will be interesting if we get that matchup is it means everyone in that match will be new. It won't be like this, because you know how we always have this thing where it's like the same sort of people keep ending up in that match?
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be a new champion versus 2 new contenders.
Yep, and neither of those contenders have ever been Triple Crown champions. So
I like it. I like when that happens.
Yeah, so we could very well we could see a new champion when it all said and done. But we're definitely getting 3 people that have never, other than Starshot, who just won it. But yeah, I like where you're going. All right. Then for Fubar City Shot at Hot Shot Chaz, this is gonna get good because they're both they're both most unpredictable people in all of RAWF. You have Ken Costa, and on the other side, the unsettled Chris Cage fighting it out, possibly on the streets of Sacramento. Anything goes. They can do whatever the hell they want to win that match. Who do you think walks out of there and goes on to challenge Chaz at Unyielding?
I don't know.
Hey, that's tough, isn't it? That's
a hard one. All right. But give me your pros and cons.
Well, I mean, so I guess pros and cons, huh? Well, if we look, Chris Cage has been Fubar City champion before.
Sure.
173-day reign for most of 2023. So he knows how to win the title. He's been there, done that. There must be something in the studio making us cough. I'm gonna have to.
Did we check for asbestos in here?
We might have to because you're coughing, I'm coughing. Let's hopefully. At any rate, Ken, not so much, obviously. As a matter of fact, Ken Costa, his title experience is, well, honestly, as of right now, he has yet to win his first RAWF championship. But that also makes him very hungry and very dangerous. But you get 2 dangerous people. Whew, the slightest of edges. I give the slightest of edges here just to Chris Cage.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Edge, because he likes knives. I get it. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I think I agree with you. I think experience is going to play out here. But here's my real question. How do you think the champion feels about this?
That's a good question. But and last I saw, he was out in the chat. Maybe he has an opinion.
Still there.
Still here. He's still. So, Chaz, What do you think? Who do you think will walk out of there as your number one contender at Unyielding? Yeah, definitely. He just says it's interesting to say the least. And maybe he'll give us a prediction or a preference.
Yeah, I'll be curious because I'm like, there's some heat between him and Chris still, I'm sure, right? So I could see there being, the reasons like him wanting that another fight, but maybe he says, "Now screw that guy, I'm over him. Let me fight Ken."
Yeah.
See, there we go.
There we go.
I'd love to see Ken get a shot, but any chance to get Chris in this kind of a match.
That was the wrong one. There we go. Let's show that one. There we go. There we go. All right. So that's the thoughts of Hotshot Chaz on the contender match tomorrow. We shall see who will indeed be his challenger. Then we have for the Midnight Hobo Championship, Maeve O'Hare and Nightcrawler. That one's going to be a pretty good one, I think. What are your thoughts?
I think that is going to be a good one. I have no choice. I have to go with Maeve.
You absolutely do. And considering, I want to make sure that I'm correct about this. So Nightcrawler has been Midnight Hobo champion, as has Maeve. Maeve on 2 occasions for a total of 588 days and 2 different reigns. In other words, she, for the better part of 2020 and 2021, was Midnight Hobo champion. But Nightcrawler himself, also a former Midnight Hobo champion, and he held it for 191 days. And here's the thing. I don't know which one of them wins, to be honest with you. I'd love to see Maeve. I'd love to see Nightcrawler. The new champion, Billy Gunn, is going to have his hands full, whichever one it is.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes.
And I think Billy Gunn should be watching that match very closely and scouting his potential opponent.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. He needs to be doing this.
Yep, absolutely. So, we shall see what happens. That one's going to be a good one. And then also the national title contender match. And if you've been following what's been going on between Destroyer and Hobo Ezekiel, as well as Destroyer, someone's been posting some pretty mean messages, some nasty signs, and she confronted Chris Cage about it, but he denies it. Mentioned that if he was going to do that, he'd do it to her face. He wouldn't leave little messages. So first of all, who do you think could be leaving Destroyer these messages? Do you think it's Hobo? That doesn't seem like Hobo style.
No, it seems very not Hobo style. First of all, it was in proper English, so right there it takes Hobo out. And there was no beanie weenie stains on the paper.
Yeah. Yeah, true enough.
Now, if it's written on the back of like a taco wrapper, first guess is Hobo. Second guess are my nephews, but that seems unlikely.
Yeah. But at any rate, that's going to be one hell of a match. The winner will go to face STB for the national championship. And you got to hand it to Destroyer. She has come in here and proven that she is indeed one of the toughest legends in the business. She has come in here and made an impact right off the get-go in just a couple short months. So give her all of the credit she's due.
All right. Cookies. I hear she likes cookies.
Platinum Dragon contendership. Killer Neptune. Does he go back to get his title back at Unyielding? Or does the Elevator, the Rafter Dweller, our favorite Rafter Dweller, get the one up on him and get her shot at Deez's Platinum Dragon Championship? Your thoughts?
Oh, that's another tough one. These are some like our contender matches are worthy of a pay-per-view by themselves. Like these are really tough. My heart says I want to see Killa get back in and get it again, right? Just because I think it would be funny, like, you know, because he had it, he lost it, he had it, he lost it, and then he would have it again. Like, that would just be funny to me. And it would make him like the 800-time Platinum Dragon champion if he did that. But my gut is telling me Eve is the one to watch here.
I can't disagree. I mean, yeah, at some point, Killa. I mean, granted, the Platinum Dragon Championship, the second highest title in RAWF, a very prestigious title, the heart and soul of RAWF. But at some point, you think Killa is going to get a little tired of possibly dealing with the Platinum Dragon Championship and want to move on to other things like the title his brother's holding right now. Just say. We find out. We find out tomorrow if indeed he gets an opportunity to regain the Platinum Dragon Championship. And then, of course, the main event. Simply the best, DW Diesel Warrior for the #1 contendership to the RAWF World Heavyweight Championship, a title both of them have made noise of recently wanting to get to. DW has been very vocal about her want for the World Heavyweight Championship, but STB has also been trying for over a year to get back to the World Heavyweight Championship. Who walks away the #1 contender tomorrow?
All right. So this prediction is probably going to shock a lot of people. I think DW not only wins, but wins handily.
Whoa! That shocked me.
And here's why. He's been to the top of the mountain. He's felt it. He's been there. Yeah, he wants it back. But in recent history, when it comes to like the real big spotlight matches, he's not been performing particularly well. He's gotten himself back up into high place. He's had a really good month. I'd love to see it, and if he proves me wrong, good for him. But what I've seen over the last year is that once he gets himself in position, he fails. So, with some exceptions. Whereas DW has been calling her shot to get a shot at the world title for a while now. And, I mean, I think she really wanted to get that shot against a certain immortal, but she's getting a different one. And, if she manages to get past this, but, hey, one undying guy is as good as any other undying guy, right? Like that's, So, I think it's more important to get the shot at the title than who has the title for her. And I think she's very hungry, and I think she feels she has a lot to prove to not only everyone here, but to herself. I think she wins that match because she cannot let herself lose.
I like that. I mean, there's nothing against STB. I am sure he definitely wants to be back to the World Heavyweight Championship. But if I'm being honest, I wouldn't mind seeing DW get her opportunity. She has gotten one opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship since she started. Unfortunately, that was against the Immortal Griffin, if I recall correctly, and it did not go well. It did not go well. So, yeah, so that is the story for tomorrow's, ladies and gentlemen, here in Sacramento. Unyielding, the matches for that will be determined tomorrow here in Sacramento. All right, well, we do appreciate everybody showing up tonight, and it seems like we're doing good here. We got a lot of people in here trying out the new digs, trying out the new chat, and yeah, I'm glad people are able to get here and enjoy themselves. And so far we're doing pretty good. We will try to improve some things and the smoothness of everything as things go along, but it's time now. Let's talk to some people. What do you think? Let's talk to some people. And I think the person we need to start with is the new RAWF World Heavyweight Champion.
He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness.
New studio, ladies and gentlemen. But Paragon, congratulations. You finally did it. Finally got back to the World Heavyweight Championship. Finally defeated the Immortal Griffith. It took a few times. It took 3 times, but how are you feeling, sir, after your epic battle with the Immortal One?
2,083 days, Amadeus. 2,083 days from Immortal 6 to Jingle Hell Rock 2024. What an incredibly arduous climb back. I gotta, I think that the first thing is first, and it absolutely needs to be said. All due credit to the Immortal Griffith. The main reason why it took a little over 2,000 days to get back to that title. The man is absolutely everything that he claims to be. Is the best to ever do it, and hats off to you. I knew it was going to be a long journey. I knew it was going to take a lot of shots, but eventually you're going to hit the target if you take as many shots as I took. We all knew that I was due. Hell, I'd been due for a long time at this point, and it feels great. It really does. Maybe I got to the top of the hill about 2 months too early. We'll see. But right now I'm pretty ecstatic about it. I think that there's no way to possibly articulate the relief to finally have this championship again. When I said I was going to win the championship, I didn't realize I was going to have to take this many shots because the damn Immortal in the way. But I didn't give up. I didn't lose heart. I kept coming out month after month, swinging top two pretty much like over half of the time in 2024. I proved I wasn't going anywhere, and the hard work paid off. And I think that's a really important thing to show anybody out there that regardless of the odds, regardless of the task in front of you, you never give up. You just stand for what you want to achieve, and you will achieve. Wow, I don't know what else to say.
Well, congratulations, World Heavyweight Champion for the 4th time, finishing 2024 with a bang. 2025 now begins, and as you heard, there is a contenders match tomorrow to see who will face you at Unyielding for that belt. It is a former champion and simply the best, and someone who's quite fond of you, from what I hear, DW Diesel Warrior. Make your prediction now.
Oh, prediction? That's a tough one. If this were 2023, I don't think that there would even be a hesitation in my mind. Simply the best would be that dude. I think that we've seen this. We saw this a lot throughout 2023 and into the early stages of 2024. There was a lockstep with what I was trying to achieve and what Simply the Best was trying to achieve. We were seeing the 1 and 2 spot very frequently, extremely hotly contested matches. One of the few people in this business that on a technical spectrum can absolutely match or even outmatch myself in that category, and a wrestling mind that is maybe underrated. I don't think that people give Simply the Best the credit that he deserves for how smart of a competitor he is as well. Choice and friends aside. That said, there's something to say about passion. DW has been very adamant, very loud about her desire to get to the RAWF World Championship, whereas Simply the Best has gotten back into his successful ways, but doesn't seem to have the same energy and desire that he once had. And I think that I would be a hypocrite to say anything other than putting my chips in with DW in this match, because that's what this whole journey was about. Getting the world championship for myself. It was about that passion, that desire to get what you wanted, and that's what I see the most in DW in this instance.
All right. Well, we will find out tomorrow who will be your first challenger as world heavyweight champion. With that being said, Paragon, anything you'd like to say to your fans out there after the huge win?
I don't think that the words "thank you" could possibly measure up to the gratitude that I have for everybody out there, and I'm talking about our fans that show up at the shows every single week, the sold out arenas, our fans watching at home, the listeners to After Hours, the admittedly probably not a lot of the people in the locker room, because for some reason being a genuinely nice guy, not a real popular thing in the RAWF locker room. I don't get it, but even the people in our RAWF locker room that have stood by me, I think that it's been a long journey, and we've all taken it together. I want you all to know that this is not going to be a situation that we've seen a lot of in the past. The reason I've become the RAWF World Champion was not to break more records or hold the championship hostage for a particularly long period of time. This is a new era in RAWF, a new era in After Hours, ironically enough, tonight here in Riverside. And what that means is opportunity. Don't misconstrue that to mean I'm going to be giving out RAWF World Title shot matches in Superstars. That's not what it means, but it does mean that we're finally in a brand new land where everybody has a shot, everybody is back in play, and I think that we're about to see a lot of brighter days ahead.
All right. Well, Paragon, good luck. Excuse me, not good luck. I'm sure you'll be keeping your eye on that contender match tomorrow, and maybe by next week. If not, surely 2 weeks from now, we will know who indeed you will be facing at Unyielding.
One last thing. This not for our fans necessarily, but another thank you I want to give out is to the ladies who did my theme song 8D6. Wonderful job on my theme song. Thank you very much. I wanted to say, of course, save this for after the show, but I'll post a link there in the chat. They just this last week released a EP about the story of Paragon of Greatness. That link will go to their Bandcamp page. Don't be afraid of it's saying there's a price tag on that. The media player on that actual page is completely free. You don't have to pay anything for that. I just wanted to shout out and support them because that was above and beyond for somebody that I did not expect to do something that kind for me. Thank you very much to Katrina and the rest of the 8D6 crew.
All right, El Vacant, anything to ask the champ?
Yeah, what are we adding to the truck? You got a new menu item.
I get something in addition to the Chalupa of Greatness?
You're the champ again.
Well, I don't on the spot right now. I probably don't have anything, but we'll be in contact.
How about a Chalupa of Greatness Supreme?
Ooh.
What would I add to it? Do you know how much stuff is already in that thing? It's a Chalupa of Greatness.
I'm sure there'll be something. Maybe
we'll be in contact. We'll figure something out, and we'll make sure to announce that out too. El Vacant, you gotta love the guy. Always wanting to honor the champions while making a solid buck off of some new products.
How long have you been in this industry?
I was saying it as a compliment, my friend.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Paragon of Greatness, the World Heavyweight Champion. Thank you, Paragon. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen. She was unable to wrest either the Iron Fist or Fubar City Championships away from their owners at Jingle Hell Rock, but she has an opportunity tomorrow to possibly get something she hasn't held in quite a while. Please welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Maeve O'Hare now joining us in the new After Hours studio. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, boss man. Good evening, vacant.
Hola. How do you like the new place?
It's gonna take some getting used to.
So here's the thing. Because I know you're a little particular about certain things. It's an all new studio, but I made sure to bring along your favorite seat.
I'd be a lot more concerned if you didn't have it with you.
So would I, honestly.
What about yourself, boss man? Did you have a good New Year's?
I did indeed. It was a good New Year's, although this has been kind of a stressful day, getting everything moved over from the old studio on short notice. But other than that, I'm doing well. So, Maeve, just a brief synopsis of what happened at Jingle Hell Rock. What do you?
I believe that would be feck and all. It were not my best night. Let's be honest. I won't make excuses. I went out there and I weren't successful. Congratulations to Chaz on retaining. Despite his continual whinging that he weren't gonna. And congratulations to STB, who couldn't even be fecked to say good luck or good match.
Excuse me. Well,
on to bigger and better things. You told me I've got a chance to get my Midnight Hobo back.
You do. You have an opportunity to challenge for the Midnight Hobo Championship if you can get past Nightcrawler. If you do beat Nightcrawler tomorrow, you go on to face Billy Gunn to get that Midnight Hobo Championship back. And as El Vacant and I kind of mentioned, I kind of think whoever wins that match between you and NC tomorrow is going to be the new Midnight Hobo Champion. I just have that feeling. What are your thoughts?
If I can't go on after beating Nightcrawler and win a match against Billy Gunn, I might as well hang up my boots. But I do want to mention what Destroyer just said there, because as usual, she makes a good point. But I will counter that argument with the fact that if I'd been in his faction, it wouldn't have been any sort of match because we would have arranged everything between ourselves before we got out there. But no, I'm looking forward to my match against Nightcrawler. It's always a good match against him. I hope he brings his A game because I really do like the idea of getting that Midnight Hobo title back. Because if I'm ever going to break that record of the one person ahead of me, I got to hold it for an awful long time, and I'm not getting any younger. So got to start somewhere because, that's like almost 2 years. And I did a good job with it overall. I hold the record for the longest record, for a woman holding it. And the second longest, but second is nowhere and first is everything. So,
well, for what it's worth, if you indeed go on to win the Midnight Hobo Championship at Unyielding, you will become only the second person to have held it 3 times.
No bonus points for guessing who the other one is.
I think you can guess pretty easily who the other one is.
I have a feeling it's the person I'm already trying to beat their record.
Yes, yes, it is.
I don't really want to lose it again to have to get it back just to break that record. That's not high on my list. I'd rather go for the longevity. I feel like stamina is important in this business. Just my personal opinion.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, anything you have to say to Nightcrawler?
Again, I wish him luck. I hope that he brings his A game. I don't know what's going on with the whole anarchy, infighting, outfighting, whatever it is they're doing. So I hope he ain't too distracted, but I'm not going to cry none if he is. And I would just say to Billy Gunn, I hope you weren't too attached to that belt, because whether it's Nightcrawler or myself, someone's coming for it. I just realized though, if I beat Nightcrawler and then I take the belt away from Billy, they're gonna start shipping me Midnight Hobo again, aren't they?
I'm afraid so. Yes.
Is there any way I can just like X that part out of the contract? Like,
I mean,
I've only just gotten rid of the last few crates that I had at my place from last time.
But what you can do is change the shipping address to someone you don't like.
I like the way you think, Vacant. I'll have to have a quiet word with somebody in records.
I mean, I know nothing about any such thing, and don't want to know.
Actually, that a certain Mr. Acid was coming back. You could ship it to him.
Am I meant to know who that is?
I don't know that he came back for a brief stint. I don't know that he's coming back.
I thought he had made a point that he was back.
Yeah, he did, and then disappeared again as quick as he came.
But, well, I'm not touching that sentence.
All right. Well, Maeve, that's your business. I don't want to know about it.
Plausible deniability, boss man.
Exactly what she said.
But while I'm here, have you gotten your text yet?
Text?
From the championship committee.
Not tonight, Maeve. Not tonight. Because of all the work we had to do trying to figure this new studio out, we're going to postpone the After Hours Championship at least till next week. I got all warmed
up for nothing.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. You're going to let me keep the belt for another week without having to work for it? Why would I complain? I do have a question, though, and I don't know if you know the answer off the top of your head, but if you could direct me to the correct information at some point, I'd be appreciative. What's the record for longest reign with this belt?
I'm not sure. I'll have to find out and let you know at a future date. I don't have the After Hours records here in front of me, unfortunately.
Enigma, I know that you ain't smart and you don't learn quick, but you could come at me when I were in street clothes, coming off of a 3-day bender and jet lagged, and I would still retain the belt against you. Besides,
time out. For the record, I have seen you in that state, and you're meaner.
Mean? Me? I'm never mean. When have I ever been mean?
When you're in that state.
All right, fair point. But you've got bigger, taller, more British problems to worry about tomorrow, so I wouldn't go picking a fight with me tonight. Because I'm not going to leave you in any state to be facing English. And also, you leave Mimam out of this. Mimam is a saint. Bossman's met Mimam. Isn't she delightful?
Yes, she is. Your whole family was a delight, to say the least.
And none of them hit on him.
Exactly.
I promised him they'd be on their best behavior. I can't vouch for me aunt in case she comes around next time you're there. Every family's got one, so I'll just try to play interference there if that ever happens. But that's neither here nor there. And everyone on my side sends their best wishes for you in the new year. And they're all asking when you're going to come visit again. So you're kind of stuck with us now.
That's fine. I will definitely. I will definitely visit with them when we go to Dublin for a superstars, I believe here.
The day before St. Patrick's Day.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to be seeing them then. Definitely going to be seeing them then. So.
Are you ready for St. Patrick's Day in Dublin?
I don't know. I'll know when I get there and experience it if I was ready for it or not, you know?
I will go ahead and warn you. Do not expect corned beef and cabbage. We don't eat a lot of that in Ireland.
All right.
Apparently, that's what everyone in the States thinks we eat for St. Patrick's Day, and it's not. But there will be plenty to eat. You know how good of a cook my mom is. And I'll take you to some of my favorite bars. And you can see just how much better Guinness tastes when you drink it in Dublin.
And that's a little over 2 months away. On March 16th, Superstars will be in Dublin, just a couple days ahead of St. Patrick's Day.
And just as a brief reminder, it's a couple weeks away still, but I will be giving you the information to get the signups ready soon. I will be hosting the St. Bridget's tournament again on 1st of February.
Excellent.
So I will get that information to you, and we can get signups going so that everyone will have a chance to get in on that. And it's some of the richest non-Xanther prizes in all of Unstoppable. So it's worth your time.
Oh, wow. I just realized you mentioning that word Xanther. That's not too far off now.
Nope. We just got a few months until that as well.
All right. Yeah, that's going to be coming up pretty quick here. Once we get up to unyielding, it'll be time to start thinking about getting that all started and done. Ugh. All right. Yes. All right, Maeve. Any final thought? Any final thoughts? Anything else you wanted to address before?
Let's see. Good luck tonight, Crawler. Watch out, Billy Gunn. Get Fact Enigma. Nope, I'm good to go.
All right.
Thank you, Bossman. Bye, Vacant.
Hasta la bye-bye.
That was Maeve O'Hare, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, they have an opportunity at a shot at the Multimedia Championship, but not yet. The button's a little loose on this damn thing. We need to get that tightened.
That's
ladies
what
and gentlemen,
he said.
This person has an opportunity at a shot at the Multimedia Championship, but they have to get past the Immortal Griffith tomorrow. As well, an opportunity at the Ultimate Gauntlet Championship next week. Guess who they got to get by again? The Immortal Griffith.
Who could it be?
Let's talk to... Extreme Enigma.
I miss my emo music, you blonde fuck.
Well, so before we
Would it
go,
help if I just went wah over top of it?
That'll do.
So I want to point this out to anybody listening that has an opportunity or wants to call in on future shows. So if you do want a theme song and you want it to be played when you come on, it has got to be copyright free. There are sites, plenty of websites, that offer copyright free music. You have to go and take a look. You can go and take a look at them. Or I do hear that there are one or two people in Unstoppable themselves that create this music, and I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to have them flooded with work. But I can tell you one of the sites we used for some of the music on the show thus far is Pixabay. Pixabay.com. Pixabay.com. and there is free copyright music in there. If you can peruse that. If you find any music you like, we can possibly use that as well. All right, Enigma. Good evening. Sorry about that.
Fucking interrupt my radio time for an ad. Get a load of this guy.
Well, you're a little grumpy, considering that you got a big match tomorrow. Is that why you're grumpy?
No, I mean a tussle with Griff. I mean, it's fucking about as common as walking on a patch of grass at this point. Me and him. If I'm gonna be grumpy about anything, it's gonna be the end of Jingle Hell Rock. Not the end, the fucking beginning, intro, whatever.
Ah, yes. Your match with Ken Costa did not go the way you had, I imagine you'd hoped. So, I mean, anything you'd like to say about that?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, good. Let's talk about your match with Griff tomorrow. And I know that this one's kind of important to you. You've been wanting an opportunity at that multimedia championship for quite a while. But I think you were probably hoping the path to the multimedia championship would be a little easier. Am I wrong?
You're telling me. I've been trying to get to this title for since I first got here. Like I looked at the posters on the wall of RAWF headquarters, saw Undertaker. Immediately, every bit of excitement I had shriveled up quicker than, to use your imagination. And then ever since I fucking made the first challenge, it's been one failed opportunity after another. People dodging my challenges. People always say I'm so easy to beat. I'm not a threat. Why are you avoiding my challenges? Are you scared? And now I get an actual shot, contender shot, and it's against, oh god, how many nicknames does this guy have? The Lion of London, the Fister McGister, fucking whatever. I gotta face Griff again. I say I'm enthused, but I gotta say, if anything, I'm tired. You can only throw me against the wall of British meat so many times before I start to get tired, LA.
I hear you, Enigma. I hear you. But so, thoughts on having to face not Griff not just tomorrow, but next week for his Ultimate Gauntlet Championship?
I mean, really, I do feel a little more confident about the Ultimate Gauntlet. Surprise, surprise, the Extreme Enigma feels confident. Where have we heard this one before? But, where have we also heard this phrase in different variations? I think it's a good opportunity. I think I got a good chance. What horrible thing just happened to Griff? I'll give you one hint. A big purple fucker took his little shiny piece of gold. So, maybe the king's a little distracted. Maybe oh god, again, the nicknames are all over the place. The Imperator, fucking $5 word right there. Maybe he's off his game enough for me to capture that belt out from underneath him as well.
Could be. Could very well be. You might. I mean, I guess we will hear from him later in the show and find out where his head is at after what happened. But I wouldn't count on it. Well, I really wouldn't count on it. Because there's been times when he's come roaring back with a vengeance after losing that title. Several times, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Good luck to you on that. Anything you'd like to say to the Immortal One, knowing that he is out here and about somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, fucking clear my throat here. Griff, buddy. What's the new nickname? Imperator Immortalis? Buddy, don't you twist your tongue enough with me? You gotta give me tongue twisters now? Good God. Listen, we've done this before. We've done this for titles. We've done this for title shots. We've done this because I was stupid enough to say, hey, come fight me for my Midnight Hobo belt. We're doing this again. I don't care how shaken you are, the old Poggy finally got you in Immortal Greatness Part 69 or whatever. Bring your A game, because you know me. I have stupid luck. I have amazing luck. And if you're just that little bit off your game, we're going to see a new champion. You're going to lose another little bit of gold, and let's think back. Didn't you say you wanted to be 7-strap Superman or something. You're going to be losing the progress on that just a little bit more there if you lose to me. So, chin up, old Brit boy.
All right, Enigma. That probably didn't help your cause very much, but I wish you the best of luck tomorrow against the Immortal Griffith for an opportunity at Tigress's Multimedia Championship. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Oh, wait, Mr. LA, wait, no, not yet.
Okay, Mr. Bill.
Trying to rush me off so quickly. All right, I'll make this one quick for you though, because I know you got a busy night. New studio. By the way, I tripped on several wires. I'm in the top 25 again, aren't I? You know what that means. The only motherfucker to actually use the challenge stipulation. Seriously, guys, fucking use it. It's right there, even if you get denied. Goddamn. Making a challenge out to Mr. Billy Gunn for his championship.
All right. And of course, that's the Midnight Hobo Championship, a title that you held not too long ago. Unfortunately, it was only for 28 days because you accepted a challenge from, well, the person you face tomorrow and next week.
Ain't that great?
All right. Well, good luck to you tomorrow. Good luck in your challenge. You'll see let me know if Billy Gunn accepts. And we will have that title match sometime on Superstars. Good luck to you, sir.
Lucifer willing. Good night, everyone. Fuck, shit, fuck. I fell over the wires again. LA, you're fucking next. Good night, everyone.
All right. Well, apparently we need to clean up in the studio here, El Vacant. Watch the wires, okay?
That or he needs to stop doing the emo shuffle and just learn how to pick up his goddamn feet.
All right. So that was Extreme Enigma. Let's see here. Let's bring back the chairman of RAWF. He had a big win over another legend at Jingle Hell Rock. Please welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the Razor is back. I promise you.
70s porn music. What the hell?
Well, you know.
I really thought you were actually bringing out Randy with that one.
That wouldn't be bad music for Randy, but Randy is not here right now. But Razor, talk to me. A big winner in the Candy Cane on a Pole match at Jingle Hell Rock. How did that all go down?
Well, LA, I came in looking for a good fight with Judgment, and before the bell even rang, apparently he was having some health issues and passed out, and RAWF medical crews came down, and next thing I knew, he was being rushed to a medical center. So, a bit of concern for Judgment as far as his health goes, but in the end, I was declared the winner, but the match never really started.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad, because I was looking forward to seeing Judgment in action. Been a while, and you, of course, would have been a good match. But it is what it is. And Razor, what New Year's resolutions have you made for 2025 here in RAWF? Any?
To stay out of trouble.
You never get in trouble. That's too easy. Maybe you should make a resolution to get in trouble.
Well, stay out of trouble with the ladies, put it that way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I hear what you're saying there. I hear what you're saying. Well, I mean, that's a good resolution, I suppose. Yeah. All right. So what? Anything you wanted to discuss while you're here? I mean, this is a new studio and maybe a new year, a new razor, possibly. Anything you wanted to discuss? Anything you want to do?
How about that RAWF field that we got going into the tournament?
Oh, you mean in the Powerball?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. That is a. I mean, it was. So how many did we get in there? You got 14 of them, and right now, round one. It's in round one. Agent of Hate defeated Hotshot Chaz to get into the quarterfinals. He'll face the winner of Tigress and Ciro Il Napolitano. Evan Deadly defeated Knox Boogie. He'll face Redneck Avenger. And then Mabel Hare defeated Starshot. She will face Strangleheart, who defeated Scythe. So, yeah, some interesting talent. It's not going to be your typical challenger, is it? Or whoever it is. Who do you think's going to walk away with as the Powerball #1 contender?
That's a good question. Looking at the field, I would have to go with either Maeve O'Hare or Hotshot Chaz.
Agent of Hate already beat Hotshot Chaz, so Maeve O'Hare's your pick.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
That's
All
surprising. I would never thought Chaz would have lost to Agent of Hate, but okay.
Well, Agent of Hate has his moments. He doesn't talk at all. He's a very quiet person, which, for an Agent of Hate, you would think they'd be a little more, talkative, but apparently not. But we shall see, Razor. We shall see. All right, sir. Anything else you'd like to add before we move on?
No, that's all I got, sir.
All right. And always short and sweet with your Razor. We appreciate it, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is a 10-time world heavyweight champion. He goes up again, but tomorrow and next week he faces a very familiar foe. Whoa!
Hey, what the hey? What are you doing? There we go.
You just grabbed it. You grabbed his chair, rolled him away. Now you have his mic. Okay.
What the hell is he doing?
I'm
having an interview and you were in the way. Just sit over there and be a giant gray lump. It'll be fine.
All right. So, Griffith, I have to ask you, what is your mind? How are you after everything that happened at Jingle Hell Rock?
Honestly, it's a bit of a letdown. But when you face the same person 874 times in a row, month after month, eventually they're going to get your number, and that is what Paragon did. And congratulations to him. I mean, one can say it was inevitable. I mean, there was no way that I was going to consistently push back that type of talent again and again and again. I think I did a fairly admirable job of doing it as often as I did. So again, this is his time, and we'll see what he does with it. You know, at least until I come to take that nice 11 time.
All right. Well, before that happens, though, you have a couple of matches scheduled. One this week, one next week, both against the same person. One a contenders match tomorrow for the multimedia championship. The other one a defense of the Ultimate Gauntlet Championship next week in Los Angeles. You heard what he had to say, I'm sure. I'm sure you have a retort.
What do I retort? They called me the British Wall of Meat. If that's not the best thing I've heard all day, I don't know what is. That's beautiful. And so they're going to run, how was it, face first into the British Wall of Meat, not once, but twice in a row. And, you know, that's almost exactly correct, because that's what's going to happen. Because here's the thing. You see, Enigma, you kind of went out saying something that I think maybe you should have thought before you spoke. Maybe you should have engaged those filters we're all born with that keep us from saying the inside thing out loud. Because you told me I better bring my A game. Mate, let me be clear. I have taken you out in record time. I have pushed you back over and over again, and I've taken your title when you were dumb enough to challenge me for your title. And not once in any of those matches did I bring my A game. You need to graduate several grades before you deserve an A game. You'll be lucky with my C game, and I'll still end you. So tomorrow, when we step into that ring to see who gets a shot at the multimedia title, you will be yet another footnote in the legacy that is the Immortal. Once again, I will step on you to get what I want. You say I want to become the 7-strap Superman? No, you don't understand. I already am the 7-strap Superman. That is a thing I have already done. Now I'm just seeing if I can do it again. And you're in my way. And every time you've ever been in my way in the RAWF, how has that gone for you? I don't know. Hello, LA. How do you remember that going for them?
Not well.
Yeah, not well. And now you're going to be in my way not once, but twice. The best thing I can say for you is I hope you heal quick. Because I'm going to do my damnedest to hurt you so bad tomorrow that you can't show up next week. So you have fun mulling that over while you're listening to your little screamo bands in the background. But, you know, that does lead me to something. You know, they pointed out like, oh, that, you know, try to act like they're the only one who uses the call-out thing. But I've been known to make a call-out or two here or there. I've been known to do it, usually fairly successfully. And, you know, they did say, you know, that they were right in the fact that losing to Paragon did put a misstep in my path to getting back to that 7-strap Superman thing. So I feel like I need to do something to replace that. So maybe, you know, I'm in the top 25, right? I qualify, yes?
Yes.
So I could challenge somebody.
You could.
So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do. Who do you think deserves that? Let's see. Let's look at the roster. Well, I don't want to challenge. Paragon just got it, and he doesn't like challenges anyway, so I'm not going to go after him. And we know Deez won't say yes. Oh, I know who I should challenge, and they're here. They can answer immediately. A certain someone who's been having match after match after match with a dear friend of mine, my mentee, if you will, my partner, and and I feel like, well, now that they're no longer having this little feud, I wouldn't be stepping in the way. So, Hotshot Chaz, consider yourself challenged for the Fubar City title.
Yeah, he actually had to take off a little while ago, so he can't actually answer you at this moment.
I thought he was still here. Well, we'll have to let him know that it happened then.
I'm sure somebody will. You might want to mention it to her.
Yeah, I will. I did not notice he had left. Well.
But at any rate. All right. So, with that being said, good luck to you tomorrow against the Extreme Enigma, and next week against the Extreme Enigma. And yeah, we will see. Talk to me about what it would mean to you to win the multimedia championship. I mean, it's something you have held it before.
Yes.
But it's been many years.
I've held it.
What's that?
Twice. I've held it twice.
Yeah. That's true.
But it has been years.
It has been absolutely years. So.
Well, I mean, it would only help the company for me to have that title. I mean, obviously, they say the Platinum Dragon title is the heart and soul, but there's an argument that the multimedia is the face of the company. It's the one that's out there doing all of the media. That's the point of the job, right? So, I mean, who better to have out there stirring up the fan base and getting them buying merch other than the Immortal One? Who better, really?
I'm not disagreeing. Some people don't take that multimedia title for what it should be, but at the same time, I understand it. Now, I guess Vacant off of mic, so I can't really ask him if he had any questions.
I mean, I'm over here. What do you need?
You have any questions for the Immortal One?
Yeah, what the fuck? I told you, lump. Just lump. Just sit, stay. Good Vacant.
But at any rate, at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, the Immortal Griffith looking to possibly be the next multimedia champion, and then the following week, possibly he will look to defend the Ultimate Gauntlet Championship, both against the same person. We find out how that goes for the other person tomorrow night. Thank you, Griff, for your time. Always appreciated. Can you give Vacant back his chair, please?
In 1 second, I just want to end with one thing. I kind of mentioned on there, but I want to officially say congratulations to Paragon. It's been a long time coming. I wish you a long and successful reign.
All right, that was the Immortal Griffith, ladies and gentlemen, and Vacant. Whew.
Hold on.
What do you?
All right, I'm back.
You're back. So
there's a chair right here. There's a mic with the chair that he used. He moved the chair over. I think he just wanted to be close to you. It's all that blonde hair.
Hey. Let's not go there.
All right. Where's Guyliner? That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh. All right, folks. Well, not a bad initial run here in the new studio. Still got some things to clean up. Still got some things to work on. and hopefully next week we'll be able to take some more callers. And I know there were a couple people that wanted to call in, but asked them not to tonight. Feel free to next week, ladies and gentlemen, when we will be back right here on the RAWF Radio Network on Riverside. With that being said, hopefully, not too bad, not too shabby. I'm quite proud of it. But I don't have an exit song other than to say thank you all for being a part of the RAWF family. And yeah, we will. One last thing. Blog Talk was a huge part of not just RAWF, but WU as a whole. I mean, many, many, many years ago, people did Blog Talk radio shows almost every night. And while that did stop quite a while ago, and Blog Talk is a huge part of was a huge part of RAWF. Every Saturday night, been a pleasure to use Blog Talk Radio, and I'm sad that it's gone. And but this is the start of a new chapter here in RAWF Radio, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds, especially here on After Hours. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, Mabel Hare will defend the After Hours Championship, and we will have hopefully some more news about unyielding and other aspects of RAWF. Appreciate you all very much. Thank you, and El Vacant, say goodnight, sir.
Good night, sir.